Well, I don't know about, I never made Hattiesburg, which was a town all of its own in the old Mississippi territory, but I made Biloxi at least once a month for a year for Bill Watts, Mid South Wrestling, when in 1984, Biloxi was part of the Mid South territory. And the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum, it's right on the ocean there. It's a beautiful, big, new building, not something you would expect when, you out of towners, folks from anywhere other than Mississippi, when you hear Biloxi, Mississippi. This was like a 12,000 or more seat building, a brand new arena they built right on the ocean there. And it was, just all tricked out. But Mid South Wrestling in Biloxi, I don't know who was selling this fucking thing out. Maybe the Rolling Stones, because Biloxi ain't that big. And Mid South Wrestling was filling up buildings everywhere else. But Biloxi, if you did 25 grand, you were lucky. And that'd be about, 3,000 people. And in this building, it looked like, piss holes in a snowbank. And plus, they turned the lights down. All you had for lights was the ring lights. And the darkness of this giant building you had to walk through to get to the ring led a lot of people to think, I can get a free shot on the heels. And it was always trouble in Biloxi. I hated that fucking town. I hated going there. I knew we were going to have an issue. And one night, Ricky Morton has told the story. My tennis racket had been banned or whatever, so I took my shoe off and gave it to the boys, and they knocked Ricky out or whatever the case may be. And here come the people. And we're trying to get out of the ring, and Ricky's laying there in the ring unconscious with one eye open watching us fight these people. And one big farm hand, about 340 pounds, 6'3", that looked like he'd been born downstream from the nuclear plant, goes at Bobby, and Bobby front face locks him. And this guy just stands up under Bobby and is wiping out rows of chairs with Bobby's body like an elephant's trunk. And Dennis is trying to fucking shove through people, trying to help Bobby. And this old man, about 75 years old, with a cigar in his mouth, one of those old fucking Bing Crosby hats on his head, fucking comes up and takes a swing at me, and I punch him, and he was backing away, so I got him in the mouth and knocked his cigar out of his mouth, and he got mad and starts reaching in his pocket. So before he got the knife out, I kick him in the balls. And then here come the cops shoving us down the aisleway as the guys finally let go of Bobby, and there's like no ringside seats left in Section E. And I had a black eye on the left side, and Dennis Condrey had a black eye on the right side, and I think Bobby had a lump somewhere by the time we got back to the locker room. That was a fun night in Biloxi. Fuck Biloxi.